Number 12 is a trigonometric question. So in this case, first of all, they want us to find the area. So there's two ways we've learned this year to find the area. That one of them is half AB sine C. So if you think about half AB sine C, you need an angle called sine C. Okay, so there is no such angle given in this question. So the other way we learned was the Heron's formula, which was side, side, side. So we have those three side, side, side. And if we know that, then we'll go ahead and use the Heron's formula. So first of all, we find the value of S, which is the sum of all three terms, and then divide it by 2. So 11 plus 8, 18, 1833, so 16.5. Okay, and once we have found 16.5, we can now go ahead using the Heron's formula, which is the area would be now then equal to a square root of the term S, and S minus the first value on the triangle, the second value, and the third value. Now these values can be in any order, it doesn't matter. So 16.5, 16.5 minus 11, 16.5 minus 15, and 16.5 minus 7. Now there's no particular order you want to do it in, and then you will get the answer for this question. And then for part B, now we need to find the angle. Which angle? So angle QPR. So from Q to P, then to R. So we are making this line, so the angle made is right here. Okay, so if we are finding this angle, again, when it's side, 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 we can actually go for cosine law if we need to find a specific angle. Because in cosine law, if you don't remember the angle formula, at least you should remember the traditional one. You should remember this one. And once you remember this one, you can just change them so that the cosine A becomes the subject. So can you see there's a minus 2bc? So the minus 2bc cosine A, the whole thing, will be added over to the left hand side, and the a square will be subtracted to the right hand side. So we should have b squared plus c squared minus a squared. Now also remember, when we have already moved the 2bc cosine A, we can then divide the 2bc over, which is then cosine A. Okay, and for this question, I can remind you that there's this angle A only corresponds to the side A in this equation of the last step on the top. So relatively, if I'm finding this angle, the opposite side of this angle is this 11. So in here it should be 11 because we are finding this angle. So if we were finding this angle, suppose, then we will be using 15 over here. Okay, you get me? So this is the most important one, is that the 11. Actually, these two terms won't make a difference after we have used 11. So it's 7 and 15. 7 and 15 can go anywhere. 15. The mathematics will not change. So again, after this you find cosine A, but we want angle A, right? So that means we have to shift cosine whatever answer we had for this part, and that would be my answer.